Today I'm going to do an overview of the Launch C-Reader 129e. It's an OBD-II diagnostic tool. Pretty impressive. It's got a list of features that are, I really think, very helpful. One of them is it automatically detects the VIN and type of car you plug it in. If that fails, you do have the option of manually putting it in. Some of the key things, other than of course being a basic OBD-II reader, giving you diagnostic codes and what they mean, it has various reset functions. Depending on the vehicle that it's connected to and what are available, you'll be able to reset your oil, things of that nature, and we can go into that a little bit deeper later. I do want to do a demonstration of how it figures out what vehicle you're plugged into, and barring that, you do a manual entry. It'll pick up the VIN. We'll cover that up so you don't see it, of course. How to do a reset and what diagnostics it does, because we'll run tests, and nice thing is it will email you the results of the test, and I'll show you what that looks like as well. Alright, so before I go on to a demonstration, there's a few things I would like to cover. It comes with actually a really good manual. It gives you the history of OBD-II, explains a lot of what's going on, how the sensors work. A quick start manual, a nice little case to hold it in, which is great. A charging cable, which is connected to a USB port, 5 volts. Nice to have it charged. However, your ODB cable that comes with it will also charge it as well. I did mention that it resets 8 sensors. So I've got a list of the sensors that it resets. Oil, TPMS, brake reset, throttle adaptation, SAS calibration, injector coding, battery registration, and DPF. One thing I should also mention is that this comes with free lifetime updates for the functionality that comes with it, which is pretty comprehensive. Supports 11 different languages, 72 makes of automobiles, and over 10,000 models. So it's pretty comprehensive in terms of what it can support, and the odds are that whatever you have, it's going to be compatible and it'll automatically detect it. So anyway, let's get on with the demonstration. Alright, so let's do a demonstration, show you how it works on this Honda Civic. Alright, so I've got it connected to the OBD-II. I'm going to turn this on. Connect the DB connector to it. It actually wants to do an update, so I'm going to go ahead and let it do the updates. It's got 49 updates that it's doing, and it's installing them right now as we speak. Alright, so I moved everything inside the vehicle to avoid as much glare as possible so you can see what we're doing. And what it's doing right now, it's downloading and installing a couple of the different resets, as well as the ones I've selected: Subaru, Toyota, some of the ones vehicles that I'm interested in. So I'll come back in a minute once this is done. Alright, software is downloaded. I've got the car on but the engine not running, and I'm going to do auto detect, and I will cover up the VIN just because it's a private thing. I figured out what it is. 2019 Honda Civic. Start the vehicle detection system. Yes. I'm going to hold it because it's going to come up with a VIN number. So USA. Gives me additional information on the year, engine ID, production number, I believe. Hit OK. Hit OK. It's not running. And it should be going through and doing all the checks. Alright, so it's got a diagnosis report, and I'm going to hit share, and it's going to email it to me. Send, and it's going to email me a copy of that. So it's got device information, which again is got private information on it. Diagnosis report. with detail. Yeah, pretty decent. It didn't take very long either. End that session. And what we're going to do now is go into reset. So based on this particular vehicle, these are the resets that are available. I'm going to do the oil reset because we just did an oil change. Alright, so it has determined that the reset through this system is not available. So it's going to give us the option to do a manual reset. Give us a quick warning, and once we hit OK, what it's going to do is give us the different options that will be available for this particular model, this Honda Civic. And if you select the right one, it'll basically walk you through and give you instructions on how to actually reset the oil. And the reason that they do this is that in the case of Honda, at least, there are various functions that can be reset simultaneously. So I don't believe you can pick one out and just reset that one. Alright, let's cover how to get live data. Select Honda, hit OK. (16-pin DLC USA). Cover up the VIN, and we're going to do system selection. Engine, there's a couple of different categories: SRS, electric power steering, electric parking brake, but I'm going to do engine because there's always interesting stuff there. Data stream is what we want. Manual. There is a wealth of information here. I'm going to pick a few things that I think will give us a decent graph. Now you can pick as many as you need to get data on and record it. Simultaneous graphing is limited to 4. So let's pick engine speed. Intake air sensor is a good one, I think. Mash sensor voltage is another good one. We've got 3, so let's hit OK. And we're going to tell it to combine. And hit OK. And there you go. That is your combined graphing. Alright, so there's a few other features I want to go over with real quick. One of them would be going to data. It has a pretty neat little map, which I guess that applies to most cars. It shows you where you would find the OBD connector for your vehicle. The really neat thing is the DTC library. So I'm going to put in a code that probably everybody has seen at some point in their life, and that would be 0456. And what it does, it gives you a description of what that code means and what could possibly be the cause of it. I did P0456 because that one seems to be pretty common, and it's usually cleared up by cleaning the gas cap. I'm just going to randomly do another code, 0355345, just for giggles. Camshaft position sensor A, circuit bank 2. So a pretty good description of what that code is, and I've not seen that code before, thankfully. But again, should you have a code that you don't recognize, there's a library built into the system that will tell you what the code means and how to possibly resolve it. Alright, so I promised to show you a copy of the inspection report. Basically, this was emailed to me based on the parameters or settings I had in the unit. So the inspection just basically goes over power systems, automatic transmission, engine system, EVPS, SRS, ABS, and then it looks for any DTCs and it'll give you a list. Fortunately, well, I guess fortunately, there were no DTCs on this vehicle, which is a good thing, really. But I say unfortunately because I couldn't show you any. All right, so what do I think about it? I really like this. I spent about an hour playing with it. That's not on video. I learned a lot. The more you use it, the more comfortable you get with it, and the easier it is to use. There's a lot of capability that I've yet to explore, but for what I've seen so far, this is actually a really good deal for the price, either for the budding mechanic or for the DIY mechanic like myself. So, absolutely, yes, it's a positive on my part. I like it. Anyway, I hope this has been useful to you. If it has, hit share and like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.